Okay, so I've never done this shit before, and I guess now is about as good a time as any to start. So I was just flicking through the news and noticed that Andrew and Tristan Tate have both been arrested for human trafficking. I know that most people tend to believe that Andrew Tate in particular is a misogynistic, just really not a good guy. I have heard some shit that's come out of that guy's mouth in 30-second TikTok or Facebook Reels or whatever your little micro dose of content is. And in that context, absolutely, they sound completely horrible. I've also seen some of the long form interviews where those clips have been cut from, and in some instances, they still don't sound any better. So I'm not in any way defending anything this guy says or all of his viewpoints. I think to do that would be a mistake. However, he does have a lot of good things to say. I believe that having morals and values and being accountable and personally accountable are all very good things. Now, I am not nearly as successful as he is, at least not from any outward appearances. I don't have millions of dollars. I don't have a Bugatti. I got a fucking 17-year-old pickup truck that, is in pretty decent shape. But I do have a roof over my head, and I have a family I love, and, all these things don't really matter. Not for true happiness. I mean, it'd be nice to not have to worry about, having to pay bills and shit, but I'll just be real with you. It's not important. All that stuff's not important. However, the man has done well for himself. With that being said, it's kind of weird how there was clearly a coordinated attack to take him off of social media. I think it was back in the summer or early summer, late spring. He was deplatformed, and so that was kind of weird because, like, again, that kind of got me to pay attention, and I started to really look at this guy and what he was saying, and started to watch his interviews and like all his interviews, not just these clips. And then, oh well, fucking, he's a bad guy, or oh yeah, he's a really great guy. Like, I wanted to know who the hell this guy was. So yeah, like, he gets deplatformed and goes on podcasts, and he's talking about it, and he's talking about the fact that he's been deplatformed and why, and he's saying things that really kind of make a lot of sense, and he doesn't seem irrational, so it kind of makes you really start to pay attention more. Then he says things like, next, they're going to arrest me because I'm not shutting up, and then they're going to try and kill me. And just so you know, I will never kill myself. I'm not suicidal. So they didn't like what he was saying. They came and tried to shut him the fuck up. That backfired. And so now they've arrested him. And they've arrested him for human trafficking. So the information I have so far is that they raided his place in Romania and arrested him and his brother for allegedly having people held captive that he had kidnapped. And he was running a webcam OnlyFans thing. I don't know whether that's true or not. Is it the most clean way to make money? No. Would I personally do that to make money? No. However, if the girls were of legal age, if they were being paid for their services and were consenting of their services, they're goddamn adults and they can do whatever the hell they want. That doesn't mean I agree with it. Please understand, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with selling your ass for money. I don't agree with selling pictures of your ass for money. I don't agree with exploiting sexual content for money. Those are my personal beliefs. Now, does that mean I'm going to slam this man if that's how he made his money? No. I lose a little respect for him. Actually, quite a bit of respect for him. And, yeah. But it's legal. And they're consenting adults. My opinion doesn't fucking matter. That's for you in the cheap seats. Occasionally, your opinion doesn't fucking matter. So now these two men have been arrested and could possibly face the rest of their life in prison. Like, it's very easy now for them to either plant evidence or make sure that they don't get a fair trial. And the crazy thing is that if this is true, then this guy is like one of the best con men. Well, maybe not the best, he got caught, but he's a pretty brazen con man. To be going all over every single podcast, social media thing he could get on to make sure that his message was out there, while simultaneously human trafficking and kidnapping, spreading a message about God, and simultaneously slamming Satan and the devil and immoral acts. That'd be pretty sad. That'd be pretty sad. But if it's not true, and this has been made up as a way to silence him, to discredit him, to financially ruin him, and that's a completely different story. My gut, and I'm very well aware that I might be fucking completely eating crow here, but my gut is telling me that he's innocent. My gut is telling me that although he is a very abrasive guy, he's not about that. Or maybe he fucking is. Maybe I've completely read the situation wrong. Either way, I guess only time will tell. But for the meantime, Andrew, Tristan, I hope this works out for you guys. You're in my prayers.